The city of Ávila bears exceptional witness to the controversial relationship between the Catholic monarchs and the Jews. Unable to bear the pressure of the masses against the Jews, and seeking to create a new form of state based on religious uniformity, among other things, they ended up signing the expulsion decree in 1492, which brought a long history of coexistence to an end. However, they took their fate into their own hands and ensured that the Jews left their kingdoms with all due rights and guarantees, given that the Jews had been a royal asset up to then. Vegetables, meat, fish, and delicious Sephardic sweets can be enjoyed in a privileged setting where you can let your imagination roam. Famous for its city walls, its Renaissance palaces, and its Romanesque churches. Not to mention the lasting impression left by Teresa of Jesus and John of the Cross on the city, both descendants of converted Jewish families. Ávila was, and still is, a universal reference in spirituality, a Jerusalem in the heart of Castile, the place where Moses de Leon wrote the Sefer HaZohar, better known as Zohar, or the Book of Splendor, one of the most sacred Jewish scriptures, together with the Torah and Talmud. The legend of the Jew who witnessed around 306 AD the suffering of martyrs Vicente, Sabina, and Cristeta, as recounted in detail in their cenotaph in St. Vincent's Basilica, supports the theory that the Jews may have arrived in Ávila during Roman domination, before the Christians. The Jews of Ávila lived in several neighborhoods over time, such as in the vicinity of the Cathedral and Reyes Católicos Street, formerly known as Caldeandrin, where the house of the rabbi is still preserved, as well as Sefarad Synagogue, later replaced by Nieves Church. However, they were also forced to confinement for some time in a ghetto in the Santo Domingo area. Further locations linked to the Jewish presence were the tanneries of St. Secundus and the Jewish cemetery, which is close to Encarnacion Monastery. The dark side of the story is present in the atrium of St. Peter's Church, where the judgment over the murder of the La Guardia child took place. In St. Thomas Monastery, where Fray Torquemada ruled over the Spanish Inquisition with an iron grip. And in Sancti Spiritus Church, where a pyre was installed to burn those condemned by the Holy Office. The city is like an open book that evokes at every turn one of the most interesting yet regrettable moments in the history of Castile and the history of Spain.